Hello and assalamu alaikum. Welcome to today's video. Today's video is about Hajj expectations, that what we expect on Hajj and what are the complications and challenges which are generally faced by the people who go for Hajj or Hajjis. So that you are prepared already and you are mentally prepared and you don't feel that much frustration. So before we go into that, Hajj is an important pillar of Islam, it's the fifth pillar of Islam, and the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that whoever performs Hajj for the sake of Allah and does not utter any obscene speech or do not do any evil deed will go back free of sin as his mother bore him. So of course the importance of Hajj cannot be denied, and for anyone who has the strength, financial strength, should do the Hajj once in a lifetime. So let's go on with the complications. So first complication or the difficult matter starts in selecting the Hajj package and cost. The Hajj of cost has been increasing every year, and now it is, if we talk about in Pak rupees, I think so it's 11 or 12 lakh. Or if you're going from UK somewhere, I think so the minimum you have to pay is, I think so, 6 or 7 thousand pounds we are looking around. So the Hajj has got really expensive, and along with that, the thing of the complication is that you need to understand the Hajj package, because the price of Hajj for single person varies from, let's say, 6,000 pounds to up to 30,000 pounds. So there is a lot of variation in that. So there is a separate video if you want to know that what are the factors which determine the price and how you should be looking at them. I have a separate video for them, so please go in the details, and there would be video how to select Hajj package, what are the factors. The second thing is that because around 2 to 3 million people are traveling for Hajj, and there are very bright chances from the airports where they are going to be traveling. There might be some delays in flight, there might be lots of crowd, and there might be lots of issues. So be prepared for that before you basically reach Saudi Arabia. Your problems might be starting before that. The third problem which comes once you land in Saudi Arabia, because again 2 to 3 million gonna be going there for the purpose of Hajj. There would be lots of immigration issues, immigration delay, and also usually the Hajis get the transportation from the government, because the government is usually there at the airport, and they arrange, depending on the groups of people arriving from different countries, they're going to be arranging for your transport. So there can be delays, there can be wait time, and that starts your basically the complications or during the Hajj. The fourth factor is that because again lots of people travel, lots of people going to be staying in the hotel, and during the Hajj season it's all full, all at its maximum peak. So majority of the hotels are going to be like shared. So even if you're going with a Hajj travel and you are, suppose you are a couple, you might get a room of four people accommodation, and that again depends a factor of the selection of the Hajj package. Because if you buy a double room which only has a double bed, that would be costing double the price as compared to a room which would have four beds in it. So most probably if you're going to be looking at your pocket, you're going to be selecting a package which has got like four people accommodation, shared accommodation, and in that sense you're going to be staying with the people which you don't really know, or you have just started to know during the safar for Hajj or during the flight time. So that can be challenging if the people are, let's, I don't want to call them like annoying, or if the your frequency does not match with them, their habits don't match with them. Some people want to keep awake during the night time, and some people want to go to bed earlier. Everyone is there for ibadah, everyone is going there, but everyone has got their own pattern. So, and also you're going to be sharing the washroom, which to me personally is the biggest factor or scary factor, that I don't like to share my washroom with unknown people. So that's, these are the troubles you need to be aware of and be mentally prepared for them. The next thing is that the accommodation itself. Another challenge with the accommodation is that sometimes what you have been promised, you don't exactly get the thing what the travel agent or the booking agent, or even Nusuk, if you got the accommodation from Nusuk, what you expect that you get. Especially this happens as compared to the hotels, because in hotels there is still like a kind of standard maintained. But remember, this 5 stars or 4-star standards which are over there in Saudi Arabia are some slightly different or slightly degraded as compared to what you get 4-star or 5-star accommodation in US, in America, or in Pakistan, in UK or Australia. So the standard can be different, and especially the challenge comes if you are going to stay during your Hajj journey in Azizia. The accommodation can be a lot of challenging because it would be very basic accommodation. You will be just getting a bed and no other facility as well. So please be aware that you can come into disappointment with that. So it's not a journey of layer, but it's a journey of Hajj, which requires that you need to have patience in yourself. Number six factor for the complications, that other Hajis unfortunately are not being compassionate. It can be happen like the most common example which any of your family members or anyone who had recently gone for Hajj will tell you, that like if it is a busy season, even during Ramadan or Hajj especially, the people who gonna be doing tawaf, or like when you are going for washroom or like in other places, then people usually push you and go forward, go ahead. Like even in Medina this happened, this will happen in Tawaf, in Sa'i. So please be aware that people might not be at considerate and might push you aside and try to go in front of you. So you need to be aware of that and be prepared of that, because unfortunately not all the people have empathy, don't have compassionate it, and they trouble the other Hajis. Whereas you should try your best manner. Personally, I would say that you should try to be on your best behavior, because you are in the home of Allah, you are a guest of Allah, and try to be as good as possible. Because al amalu bin niyat, if your niyyah is that you want to comfort everyone, okay, I think so that's the best. Like if you're gonna be getting a water bottle, maybe get a water bottle for your friends as well and give to unknown people who might be struggling to get water. Or if you see anyone struggling walking, support them, help them out, because Hajj this year gonna be coming in summer as well. This is gonna be tough. So if you have like spare umbrella, give a spare umbrella to friend and try to help as much as possible. But remember that especially during the tawaf, as you can see in the picture, look at the crowd. And of course, if everyone is trying to go to Hajr Aswad during this time, it would be very difficult. You will be creating a lot of trouble for the people who are already circulating around the Kaaba in order to just reach Hadr Aswad, which is a crucial thing which everyone wants to do that. But in doing so, you're gonna be hurting or creating obstacle for a lot of people. And that's what many people do, who especially have got which are tall, which are strong. They can easily do that as compared to the people which are a bit smaller or which have don't have strong body. The next complication comes into the point is regarding the transportation. So transportation is like you will be getting transportation during the whole journey of Hajj. It can be from Medina to Makkah, Makkah to Medina, Arafat to Muzdalifah, Mina to go for Rami for stoning of Shaitan, and Mina to Haram for going for Tawaf, and from Azizia to Haram as well. So some of the transportation is easily arranged and they are arranged by your travel group, but majority of the travel which is during the Hajj from Arafat to Muzdalifah, they require your volume or basically the government person to be arranging for them. And there are lots of complication, especially when we talk about from Arafat. When you have spent the day over there from Arafat, from Maghrib time, when you start to go towards Muzdalifah, there is the train, there is possibility of buses, private buses which are arranged, but still majority of the people start to walk from Arafat to Muzdalifah, and it's a long walk. The reason is that unfortunately the buses are delayed, the train is not working that efficiently because huge number of people, and you're going to be waiting like 3-4 hours in order to get into the train because the lines are quite big. So you need to be really patient and you need to be mentally prepared that you're going to be spending a lot of hours in just to get into the train or in the buses. The buses can be delayed, they will be going at a very slow turtle pace or very slow pace, and that you think that maybe walking might be faster. So be prepared of these things and these challenges, that when you are going for Hajj. Of course, if you have a good pair of legs, my suggestion would be walk. If you cannot, then wait and be patient and be prepared for that, because if you are not prepared, then it would be a big difficulty for you. The next thing is the long, extensive, and tiring walk. As linked to the earlier point as well, that sometimes it's optional for you. Like I said, from Arafat to Muzdalifah, maybe walk. It's optional, but again, you have to wait for long time in order to get a transportation. But from Arafah, from Muzdalifah, once you have spent the night in Muzdalifah, to basically when you're gonna be going to Mina to stone the shaitan, okay, on the 10th Zulhijjah, or during that time, as far as I know, everyone has to walk. There is no transportation. There is some trains over there, but I really doubt that you can get the train. Only few of people can get the train because it's very crowded. But majority, 80%, that's what, to the best of my knowledge again, but has to walk. So, and during the days of Hajj, everyone will be at least walking, even with the best facility, VVIP facilities. What my understanding is, everyone would be walking 10 to 15 kilometers, because you're going to be going from Muzdalifah to Mina. And from Mina, you pass from Mina and to go for stoning of Shaitan. And then basically you're going to be doing Tawaf Ziyara. So again, walk, and then you're going to be getting the basically coming back to Mina. And there is a transportation from Haram to Mina and Mina to Haram. But because of the crowd, because of the slow traveling vehicles during that time, it is really tiring. You have to wait a lot. You might be getting like private, even there are bikes, motorbikes available that you can hire them and they will drop you, but still even they take long time. So be prepared that you're going to be walking a lot. So be prepared and make your legs that you can walk good enough. The next thing is the one which I really fear of, is the basically the washrooms, because of course lots of Hajis are there. Around 2 million to 3 million people gonna be there in Mina at the time of Hajj. Because if you look at the history, the people, the number of Hajis vary usually from 2 million to 2.5 million usually. So a lot of people are there, and there are, in spite of the fact that there are lots of washrooms, okay, toilets in the surrounding area, but still at the time when it's near to the prayer time, then the queues outside the washroom or the toilets or the wudu area will be quite high. So the best thing is that you plan accordingly. You try to make sure that before 1 hour before the prayer time, you do the wudu, so that it's the least number of people around that. You try to follow a pattern. You try to find the pattern that what you can follow, because if you're going to be going exactly at the time of like Fajr time is coming and you're going to be going there, it will be a long line. If it is Asr or Maghrib time, especially Maghrib time, I would say, because that time is very short. If you're going to be doing that, then you will be in trouble. So try to plan like this and be patient and be prepared for it. And also relating to the condition of washroom, the condition of washroom will also depend on the type and camp you are staying, especially in Mina. Like category A camp will be, there are more washrooms inside the camp and they are quite regularly cleaned. The VIP camps in A category camp. The B category camp is also cleaned but less frequently. If you are in C and D, I don't think so there is any washrooms within the camps. You need to use the public or outside washrooms. But again, the trouble will be there, and the condition will of course depend on how much frequently they are cleaned. The next thing is take care of your belonging and shoes. Just a disclaimer that of course that you can lose your belongings due to your own carelessness, or there can be, God forbid, because unfortunately there are some people, there are some theft incidents as well, but they are very less. But still make sure, because there are thousands of people, million of people there. Make sure that you keep your belongings in the safe way, and shoes especially like when you are going in Haram, carry a small string bag so that you put your shoes inside. It's not that someone gonna be stealing them, it's just that they are doing regular cleaning. Even the Haram is so big that you might forget yourself where you put the shoes. And so there are lots of chances by mistake someone can take the shoes. So it's better that you take care of your belongings and along with the shoes. Sleeping schedule. Why I mention is this, because again, in Mina camp, based on your category what you have selected, if you don't know about Mina camps and the category, I've got videos about selection of the Mina camp category A, B, C, D, as well as the camp when you are booking through Nusuk. What are Al Kabsh or Al Muaisim camp, the differences, I have the videos as well, you can watch over there. So based on the selection of the Mina camp, you might be staying with 20 people, you're going to be staying with 50 people or 100 people in the same tent. As you can see, this is one picture. This most probably is the camp C or D, or even this can be in the camp B, but camp B usually has got the same kind of like white color or like a bit better quality mattresses and then this one, but this is a picture of that. And again, some people gonna be awake during the night, some people gonna be sleeping during the night, and some people gonna be talking, some people might be reading Quran a bit loud. So although it is the time of Ibadah, but you're going to be spending 3-4 nights over there. So please be aware that you need to be patient with other Hajis in there. You cannot force everyone to follow your schedule. If you like to go to bed at 9 p.m. and turn off the lights, that won't be possible. So gather some of the gadgets, eye mask, some earbuds, ear blockers for yourself. And if you want to know what are the things recommended by me to take, there is a separate video. There are 40 items to take during the Hajj with you, and these are some of the things as well, so that you can have your comfortable sleep. And try to be patient and try to follow and respect others as well, because that's the thing, many people are there for ibadah, and of course some people are not comfortable or immune to new beds and they might not be able to sleep. So it's not therefore that it is just the change of the location that makes people unable to sleep as well. So the next thing, or the complication or thing, is the hot weather. You might be expecting that, yeah, we are going in June, if you're going in 2024, that in June for Hajj, and it will be hot, but it will be really hot. In spite of the fact that you're going to be getting air condition in the hotel, in Mina camp, in Arafat, but still, in spite of these facts, because you're going to be walking outside, it will be really hurting you. So please make sure, again, you have the gadgets, you are mentally prepared. Get an umbrella, okay, get a mist fan, like a fan which has got mist in it, or a neck fan. Again, these things are mentioned in my video as well, what items to bring, if you can watch there. And also drink a lot of water, be prepared for it. Keep yourself wet, like keep your head cool, so that you don't get a heat stroke and you don't get hurt during the hot weather, and mentally prepared as well that it can happen like this. And the last thing is that the sickness, mainly flu and respiratory infection, which is very, very common. The least number of days you're going to be going for Hajj is usually 5 days, because the 5 days are for Hajj 6 days, 5 to 6 days. And but because you are not all the people can travel during the same time or and the flight, so the Hajj packages usually vary from 7 days, 10 days, 14 days, 20 days, 40 days, 45 days. So different packages vary, and based on the package you have selected, you're going to be spending a lot of time with as lots of people, and you're going to be interacting with lots of nationality from all around the world. All around the people, countries from all the around the world will be traveling, and thus the basic diseases which usually spread over there are flu and respiratory infection. There can be others, but these are the main ones. So be prepared that you might, God forbid, get sick, and you might have to bear with it. So these are basically the 13 main complications that I have discussed. So be prepared for it. Do whatever you can do. Like during the days of Hajj, I don't think so you can use a mask. During COVID, you could use, because that was allowed. But normally, the Haji is not allowed to cover his face or head. So maybe like after the days of Hajj, if you can, and if you go to Haram or Masjid Nabi, use a mask if it is too crowded, and use sanitizers. Like, but try to get a fragrance free sanitizer if you're going to be using during the days of Hajj. Take regular bath. There is no restriction on taking bath even when you are in the state of Ihram. Of course, you cannot use the perfumed soap, but you can get non-perfumed soap easily from any shop. You can go get from like in UK from Waitrose, from Lidl. There are lots of from Dove as well. You can get different brands. So try to keep yourself clean. Try to do as much as you can in order to make yourself safe from any kind of infection. But again, sometimes you cannot save yourself because it's viral thing. So hope you like the video. If you like, please do subscribe and share, and if you have any comment, let me know. Again, these information are to the best of my knowledge, and I thought maybe it's good to know and make yourself mentally prepared for the Hajj. If you are not mentally prepared, then of course lots of things gonna be coming as a surprise, and you're gonna be mentally disturbed that you are not being given proper facility. You're gonna be fighting with people. You're gonna be fighting with your travel agent. But that's the thing. Lots of things are not manageable because they are not managed by your travel agents. They are managed by the Saudi government. And unfortunately, at that time when everything is booked, it's not possible that you say that okay, I don't like my room. There are other people's. I'm not happy with them. Change my room. There won't be any rooms available during that time. So please be prepared for it. If you like, please do subscribe and share. And if you want to see my other videos, there is a full playlist about videos about Hajj and Umrah. Hope you like the video. Thanks for watching. Take care. Allah Hafiz. Till next time. Assalamu alaikum.